What are the traits about me that you dislike the most? And how did you or do you adjust to it? I find it really hard asking these questions.
Are you sure you want me to answer that?
I mean, start ng video na to, professional lang tayo dito.
Let me count the ways. The most difficult thing that I have to deal with is Juancho.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen! More on ladies, 61% ladies. Alam niyo na, nakikita ko sa YT Studio Analytics ko. Anyway, welcome back to my channel where we will be talking about mostly family, sports, and faith content. This episode, I will be starting off a new series called One on Juancho. Itong series na to ay makaka-interview tayo ng iba't ibang guests. Matatanong natin sila about certain areas of their life, mainly parenting, fatherhood, motherhood, at kung ano-ano pang mga bagay. At mapipick natin yung mga brains nila while doing something very interesting. So for my first episode, ito ang aking very special guest. Para sa akin, ito ang pinaka-sexy at pinaka-magandang guest sa balat ng lupa para sa akin. Ang aking asawa na si Joyce Pring-Triviño. Good morning, good afternoon,
And good night.
hello.
Hi, love.
Ito, Miss Joyce.
Yes, Mr. Juancho.
Dahil ito nga ay talk show, gusto lang natin maging professional, okay? So, think of me as your interviewer lang.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Parang gano'n lang. Don't even mind that I'm here. Okay? Don't even mind that I'm here. Pero, habang nag-i-interviewan tayo, syempre, nagtutupi tayo ng damit ni Liam.
Yes, as
maliban sa, medyo, ito talaga yung trip ng one-on-one show. Habang may ginagawa tayong mga bagay as parents, tuhog na rin. Kasi kailangan ko rin gawin to eh.
Okay.
Oo.
So, inutusan mo pa ako, pero dapat ikaw gagawa nito.
Hindi inutusan. Nakipaghati. Yun.
Okay. Sige,
so, yun yun. Medyo different yun. So, yung inutusan, kasi, sige, pwede ka na mag-start habang may ako. Joke lang. Anyway, we shall start. I have with me a couple of questions that our good friend, James Bautista, has prepared for us. Are you ready? Oo.
I'm ready.
Okay. So,
baby, nakatupi na to eh. Ginulo mo lang eh. Pang-segment mo lang to eh.
Love, ito ah.
Ate Tess, oh.
Nakikita mo to? Nakikita mo yan, di ba? Ganyan kapag maluwag. Tapos, kapag ginanyan mo, di ba sisikip? Adjustment ang tawag dyan, di ba? What has been your adjustment ngayong naging nanay ka na?
Nakakainis. Tawang-tawa ka sa sarili mong joke. Mas nakakatawa yung fact na mas natawa ka sa sarili mong joke.
Sige na, go. You can.
Biggest adjustment, siguro, grabe yung selflessness na kailangan kapag nanay ka na. As in, everything you have to give to your child. And then, also, yung balancing act of being a wife and a mom, which is very hard. Kasi, kung before, being a wife lang yung pinoproblema ko, paano ba to? Ngayon, pati yung pagiging nanay, pinoproblema ko na din. Paano ba yun? So, I think that's the biggest adjustment.
Since you already touched on being a wife and being a mom, minsan nakakalimutan ng mga new moms, di ba? Na maging wife din sa kanilang mga husband. What do you find more fulfilling? Don't mind that I'm here. What do you find more fulfilling?
You really really want me to answer the
becoming,
question?
it's okay, it's okay. It's objective. I find joy in taking care of Liam as well. What do you find more fulfilling? Becoming a wife when we started out, and now that we're in the early stages of your motherhood, compared to that?
I'll only answer that if you'll answer the same question. No, wala ako dito,
diba?
Kunyari, wala ako,
Love. Okay. It's my thing.
Okay.
It's my thing.
Sorry. Siguro, more fulfilling is being, you can't really quantify or compare the two because they're very different. They ask very different things from you. But definitely more fulfilling yung being a mom because you don't depend on me. You don't completely depend on me. Si Liam kasi completely depends on me for food because I'm breastfeeding, for comfort, for taking care of him, making sure that he's safe, he's happy, he's healthy. So, grabe yung responsibility. Therefore, ang laki din ng fulfillment that we're able or I'm able to do it for the past 7 months. All by God's grace. Pero syempre, it's a lot of fulfillment.
Tama. My next question is, how many kids do you want? That I'm not here. Kunyari, wala ako dito.
Initially, I wanted 5 kids or more.
Okay.
Initially. Now, parang I'm very happy with Liam. Then we'll see if God will bless us with more. And I say that with a bit of humor and also a bit of seriousness because before being a mom or being a parent, meron kang idea of parenthood and motherhood that was just so, di ba, parang rose-tainted yung view mo of it. Ngayon, medyo realistic na yung view ko of parenthood and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Especially if we want to be, and we do want to be, intentional parents, di ba?
Yeah.
Na it's not a knock on anybody na, hindi super hands-on with their kids, pero kasi tayo, yung preference natin is to really be super hands-on with them, which means we have to be available to them all the time. And now na na-experience ko yung being available to Liam all the time, and balancing that with other stuff, like being a wife, not even work, just being a wife, and existing as another human being, it's hard.
Yeah.
So my answer to that will be, I want to have as many kids as we can if we are still able to continuously do the same level of intentionality with each child. Hindi yung parang yung first baby, sobrang intentional tayo. Tapos yung second, third, fourth, parang, kaya nyo na yan.
So, it depends.
It depends. But God will bless us naman with many children if He wants to, di ba? Pero syempre, nagpa-family planning tayo. So, schedule natin mamaya.
Okay.
Baka umasa
pupunta
ka.
naman na.
Next pala yan. Next week.
Next week na naman daw. Anyway, eto medyo pupunta na tayo sa medyo seryosong side of our interview.
Wow.
Have you felt your career change now that you have become a mother? Since the time that you got pregnant, or even the time that you got married, got pregnant, and up to now. Have you felt your career change positively or negatively? And what are your thoughts on it?
That's a really good question. Thanks, Jama. Si Jama pala. That's a really good question, love. It definitely changed. It changed for both the better and... No, I'll just say for the better. It's all for the better. Kasi it's something that I did kind of expect. I did expect that I will be slowing down the moment that I have a baby, the moment that we had kids. That's why I was, diba, at the beginning of our marriage, I didn't want to get pregnant kaagad. I said I want to, work some more, travel some more, do things on our own some more before we start to have kids. So I did expect a lot of changes. And it did come, diba? The changes did come. I say it's all positive kasi we have a child, we have a little boy. So
Yeah.
parang there's absolutely nothing negative in my career. And when I got pregnant, I don't think a lot of people know this because I don't get to talk about it often. When I got pregnant, I was very happy already and satisfied with what I had achieved in my career. You know, all of the dreams nga, by God's grace, that I had at the beginning of my career, I was able to do.
Yeah.
And as a single person also, as a single woman, I was able to do everything that I wanted to do. Wala akong parang, ay, regret na, alam mo yun, ay, hindi ako naka-party, hindi ako
Yeah.
naka-travel, hindi ako naka-explore on my own. All of those things, by God's grace, I was able to do. And I feel fulfilled with what I've done with my career. So when we had kids, I was so okay with just, you know what, I'm gonna slow down or even completely let go of my career if I wanted to or if our family needed me to full-time take care of us na. So, I don't think there are any negative effects to it. Siguro the biggest change lang will have to be the fact that I don't work as much anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you know
I know.
more than anybody, more than anybody else in the world. Well, probably Rona knows more
Oh, yeah.
than you do. How hardcore I am with work.
Yeah.
As in, I am the most hardcore person I know when it comes to work. But then when we had Liam, I was just like, sige guys, kaya nyo na yan. Okay na.
Taking what's available.
Yeah.
So,
Yun lang.
rolling with the
Going
bumps.
with the flow na lang.
That's interesting. So, having said all these things, meron ka bang advice for mothers that are still, or wives that are still asking themselves na anong mas important, anong mas uunahin ko at this moment of my life? Would it be career or being a homekeeper?
You know, with my values and belief system, I honestly think it should be your family first. I mean, that's both of us, diba? That's the value system that we have. It's what we believe in. And I think as a woman, sobrang importante nung role namin into nurturing our children. But I do understand, I say that and I preface that with the understanding na iba-iba yung journeys nating lahat eh.
Yeah.
Diba? Merong mga moms that try to balance it all, that try a wonderful career and focusing on their family, which is what I'm doing right now. There are moms who focus more on their career than their family, etc., etc. But for me, I think first and foremost talaga our family talaga yung uunahin. So, but I think more than anything, it's a matter of, yun nga, finding out what your values are, ano ba yung mga importante sa'yo, and pangalawa, making sure that your partner is there to support you. That's why I always joke, mag-asawa kayo ng mabait. Kasi kung hindi mabait yung asawa nyo, ang hirap mag-thrive in general, diba? And the only reason why, I feel like kung hindi pandemic kung hindi work from home yung setup, siguro matagal na akong nag-stop mag-work.
Yeah.
Kasi mas focus ko si Liam eh. Pero dahil nagagawa natin mag-show, nagagawa kong mag-host from the house, dire-diretso lang ako sa work. But for me personally, yun yung gusto ko. Pero yun nga it's something that you have to figure out on your own and with your family according to your value system.
Any advice for future mothers?
Advice to future moms from a newbie mom: take it easy. Take it easy. That's one of the biggest lessons that I've been learning. Take it easy and enjoy every season and moment, especially the hard ones. Because if there's anything that we've learned, diba, in the past few months, minsan meron tayong mga moments na nagpapanik na tayo kasi sobrang hirap. Sobrang hirap. Meron mga times na parang, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Ayaw matulog ni Liam. Ayaw kumain ni Liam. Ang daming nangyayari. Tapos after 1 week, tapos na yung phase na yun.
Daming variables that go around.
Yeah. Tapos biglang malaki na siya, diba? So, take it easy, take it slow. And one of the best advice that some of the moms that I'm friends with would tell me is like, stop comparing your baby to other babies and stop stressing yourself over the mundane things because the mundane things will eventually figure itself out.
All right. So, ngayon, we'll kind of reel it back Mag-ano tayo ngayon? Take it easy ulit tayo. Question. What do you miss most about being single?
Traveling on my own. At saka yung gigising ako ng umaga na walang makikipagdaldalan sa akin dire-diretso ng 1 hour
Si
straight.
Liam ba yun?
Sino kaya yun? Sino kaya yung dumadaldal ng 1 hour straight, hindi pa ako nakakapagkape?
Si Liam yun. Malamang si Liam yun.
Hindi, pero yun, yung traveling alone lang, kasi mas madali. At saka kahit na konti lang yung dala ko, walang problema. Pag si Liam kasi, tsaka tayo, isang buong bahay yung dala natin.
Okay. Ngayon, magkakaroon tayo, bago ko simulan itong mga next questions, magkakaroon tayo ng usapan na bawal mag-away.
Sure ka ba
bawal,
dyan?
walang personalan dito.
Ano yung mga questions na yan?
Eto na yun.
Bawal mag-away.
Bawal mag-away. Okay. Hindi,
It's just... Okay.
Questions more towards me. So, parang gusto kong paiyakin
Ako magtatanong?
Hindi, ako magtatanong about me.
Oh, wow.
About the father of a child. So, gusto yata akong iyakin ni Jama.
That's not a
so,
hard task.
What are the traits about me that you dislike the most? And how did you or do you adjust to it?
What?
I find it really hard asking these questions.
Are you sure you want me to answer that?
I mean, wala. Sabi ko nga, di ba? Start ng video na to, professional lang tayo dito.
Let me count the ways. The things I dislike about you. Or siguro, a better way to say it, yung mga things that we don't see eye to eye. Ang hirap mag-isip. Wala akong maisip. Sa dami. Sa dami. You spoke too soon. Sige, I'll just pick one.
Go.
The most difficult thing that I have to deal with Juancho is his big emotions. Super, incredibly huge, out of this world level of emotions. It's funny kasi weakness ko na nga yung handling emotions on a normal level, ha?
Even in your level?
Yes, on my level, kahit normal level of emotions lang, nahihirapan na ako.
Yeah.
Tapos yung napang-asawa ko, andun yung level of emotions.
Aktor eh.
Oo. So, yun siguro yung pinakamahirap. How do I adjust to it? By praying. Wala na ako magawa. Praying and meeting you halfway. So, talking about the difficulty that we have with one of your traits, I'm grateful kasi hindi ka oblivious to it. You're self-aware enough to accept na, yeah, that's how I am. And you always meet me halfway. So, I appreciate that.
Somebody's getting...
Na-awkward ka bigla, no? Moving on.
Moving on. Okay. Ito naman, positive naman tayo. What has been my best fatherhood trait?
Oh, you're the fun one. Juancho's the fun one. I think that's a general thing for dads. Dads in general are just more fun than us. And that's because you guys have less sacrifices and responsibilities than the moms. Like, we're constantly having to figure out anong kakainin, anong isusuot, paano aalagaan, kailan papaliguan, etc., etc. Mga nanay. Dads are just like, hello, baby!
Yun lang.
So, laging mataas yung energy. And Juancho is always, you're always very teachable. Like, I love that hindi ka stubborn in that way. Na pag meron akong sinabing, love, you have to change this, you have to do this, you have to do that. You never take it personally as long as it's for Liam. You're willing to adjust.
And final words and takeaways about motherhood, parenthood in general. What's best about it? What do you absolutely look forward to? And yeah, that's it.
The best thing about parenthood is that I get to share it with you. And that's where we end. Ganun na bigla.
Alam niya kasi may milk tea na parating na
Inaabangan ko. Galing Paranaque pa. Yeah, the best thing about parenthood is I get to share it with you. I think the most difficult part about, saludo sa mga single moms and dads out there who are doing it on their own because it's really hard. When you were in taping for many weeks, and
many minutes, many hours,
many days, many weeks, and a couple of months. And I got to experience parenthood in the light of just doing it on my own. It was so hard. You're there, you're outside, you're, you're still in this earth, but you were not within the vicinity, and it was really difficult. So I'm happy that I get to share it with you because I can't imagine doing it with anybody else. I can't imagine anyone who will support me the way that you support me in motherhood. So, the best ka, Juancho. One on Juancho.
One on Juancho. And that ends our episode. Diyan na po nagtatapos. Maraming salamat po sa ating guest ngayon. Meron akong...
may token of appreciation.
May token of appreciation ako para sa'yo. Itong...
Sige, anong tawag dyan?
Lamp.
Lamp?
Yes.
Berger.
Lamp Berger. Congratulations.
Salamat.
Sa pagiging nanay mo.
This is mine, by the way.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
If you didn't, at least we did.
Oh yeah, we did. We enjoyed it a lot. So that has been one-on-one choice. We'll do a couple of these every now and then. So maraming mga exciting guests lined up for you guys. So yun lang. Nako, alam nyo na. Click like, subscribe, share the channel, share this video, comment kung gusto nyo, and keep safe. Bye-bye.
Paalam.